And I would like to welcome you on our demo day of HealthTech initiative of developing health care startups and innovations in Moldova. And so today we have the last step of our, I think, 3-4 months initiative, which started by the hackathon in July. We chose 3 startups out of this event, and we organized an exhibition program for them, supporting them by our trackers activities. And today actually is their chance to present their progress and the chance to get the grant of 5K USD. So we are going to choose by the end of today's event the winner, so who will get this money. And I would like to welcome on stage Anna Kirica, the strategic projects director of Moldovan Association of ICT companies. Anna, if you can give a welcome speech to us, that would be great.
Evgeny, hi, dear participants, dear startups, dear community. It is a pleasure to be every time at the new event aiming to boost the tech entrepreneurship development in Moldova. We all know that, and it's not a secret, that in 2020, the ICT sector has experienced amid or COVID-19 difficulties, and interesting growth of at least 30%. However, we cannot say the same thing about the medical services. And therefore, we emerged with the support of USAID and government of Sweden to try to support the convergence of 2 sectors where new startups can raise and can make a difference. So where lives or medical or any other med tech element can be triggered. We believe you have had several weeks, months of intensive work with our trackers, with our mentors, with our partners from the program. And we're happy to see that finally 3 of the startups have come to an end to pitch today and to demonstrate their wonderful products. I'm sure each of you is a winner somewhere inside, and that regardless of whatever the results are, you will continue your developing the products and the service that you have developed. I'm always saying that you can always come to TechWell, and our doors are open for any support that you require. And we are just there for you on your journey to succeed. I wish you good luck all. I would like to thank Evgeny, Mary, and all the trackers who have been with you all the time. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you for your speech. Thank you for your support. And I would like to invite for a welcome speech a representative of State University of Medicine and Pharmacy of Moldova, Mr. Alexandru Corleteanu. I hope I pronounced correctly. Associate Professor, Department of Respiratory Medicine, Chief of the Research Cooperation Unit within the Research Department.
Thank you, Evgeny. Hello to everybody. It's a big honor to me to say several words from our State University of Medicine and Pharmacy, Nicolae Testemițanu. It's our first experience of collaboration with TechWell after assignment of agreement between TechWell and our university, and we can say that it's very successful. The first phase, it was hackathon with 10 teams. Now we have 3 winners teams with very interesting multidisciplinary projects, which are very actual now, especially in the COVID time, where and we have many activities online, and we hope that all these three projects will help, first of all, for our patients with some pediatric problems, gynecological, Parkinson, and another project. This is a general platform. Also, I want to thank all supporters and in person of Evgeny Frolov, Dr. Porcescu, Ion Petrovai, who supported us and also was our speaker at the State of the Art. And also we will be happy to welcome Dr. Mangul from University of California. And we hope that it will be a very nice new collaboration with TechVille with the start of new project. And we will be happy also to participate in new collaborative events, projects and initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your speech. Thank you for your support. I would like then shortly ask to introduce the rest of our jury panel. So I'd like to invite Andrei Vasil just to shortly introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Andrei Vasile. I'm the managing partner of Sanopas. Sanopas, it's a medtech company started in Romania, and recently we have launched also, and we have opened an office in Republic of Moldova, and very soon we launch our products on health and fitness also in your country. So I'm very glad that I'm here with most of you. Hopefully we'll sign also some great partnerships in the near future, and good luck. I'm here for all your questions, and congrats for everything you have done in this during this the last weeks. It's it's a huge amount of work, and congrats for that again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to invite then Ion Petrovai, please.
Hello everybody, it's pretty much like an Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm Ion Petrovai and I believe in startups. It's pretty much a drug, and I think it's a very positive drug because we have seen that in so many situations the top-down innovation is failing to improve things, and I believe now the people and the professionals have the technology to actually improve healthcare. And they are already doing it, because probably the biggest application of medicine right now is WhatsApp. And this is not what is supposed to do, but of course people have a healthcare problem and they will try to find the problem to their solution. So I'm very happy to see things happening. I'm based in Cluj, but of course we are aiming to support all initiatives that cover Eastern Europe, and this is our ambition. This is why we are called Fresh Blood and not just Sânge Proaspăt. And I'm very happy to see that we have here commitment, because the small people cannot grow without the help, without the support from the big ones, because healthcare is a very jungle-like field. So I'm providing all my help, did in the mentoring session. I will still continue to be available in the future for questions. We are supporting innovation as ourselves through our resources, but also connected to EIT Health. And we believe that we can change healthcare from our region and with a larger impact, and you are part of this change. And I'm looking forward, if I want a better healthcare in 10 years, it will be also because of you, not only because we will never have enough money to do, let's say, to build hospitals. So we need tools, smart tools. We need smart people to have better healthcare. So this is why I'm here. I'm also Jari, but that's let's say that's the unpleasant part. But I like to see good people doing things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I would like to invite our last jury member, Jet Rashchuk, who is a founder of Baby Moon. one of, I would say, examples of growing of startups with origins of in Moldova, already operating on the international level. Teta, the floor is yours.
Thank you, and congratulations everyone for reaching today, this demo day. It's been a long road for everyone, but it's just the beginning. I'm saying this as a as a health startup founder myself, because I started Baby Moon Care sometime 2016, and I'm still working on it. We're still a startup. There's a lot to go through. But it's totally worth it. And regardless of the outcome of today's competition, if you're determined to do your thing, keep going. Just keep putting one step in front of the other, and you'll get to places you never thought possible. So I'm really excited to have this accelerator happen in Moldova, and I'm looking forward to see what grows out of all of this.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I would like to double check before we start if every jury members has access to our evaluation Excel sheet. If you don't have access, please check your email and or write me in private messages here, and I will send you a link.
I have it. That's okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I have it open. It's fine.
That's great. So then I think we can start. Our format is a bit, I would say, easier that we have usually, because we give to our startups 7 minutes to pitch. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you have to consume all 7 minutes, but so it's the deadline when you have to stop, or I will stop you. Then we will have 5 Q&A sessions per each startup. So in total, it's 12 minutes. We have 3 startups, 36 minutes in sum. So hopefully we will finish by the end of the hour. That's the plan. So let's start, and I would like to invite the first startup that we have on our list, HeroDoc. So hi guys. So let's.
We are
if you can share the screen.
Any of screen sharing is disabled.
Yes. Can you try another? Okay, so if you're ready, let me know, and I will start the timer, and I will stop you in 7 minutes.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes.
Let's go.
HeroDoc, we are a click away. The main assumption staying behind the idea of HeroDoc is that up to 60% of primary medical consultation can be done online, without losing quality time and with no risk for the patient, because all these cases end up with patient getting no final diagnosis and treatment prescriptions, undergoing some specific lab checks, approaching a specialist. Let me introduce you the Adam family. They take care of the children's health, so we often go to the doctor. But for both parents and children, these visits are tiring, and it takes them up to 2 hours to get to clinic, stay in line, and have the actual 15-minute primary consultation, which usually ends with a recommendation to make lab checks along with the doctor to make the diagnosis. We have 6.7 million consultations annually, so we lose 38,000 productive years of the population annually. This is especially important for mothers with kids and 600,000 people aged 25 to 45 years from other regions of the country who live in rural areas. 55% of interviews we performed confirmed this problem. In order to better understand the needs of the market, we ran 2 polls and got over 300 answers, performed 20 interviews, and studied the medical statistics provided by National Bureau of Statistics. So we want to cover the needs of 142K families with children aged between 1 to 5 years old, 150K families with children from 6 to 12 years old, and 80K business professionals who know that time is money. All these people have an average family income of over 50K lei. For our business, the TAM represents all the consultations provided by private clinics in Moldova and Romania, over 50 million consultations. The sum is estimated at 3.8 million consultations per year. This is the number of the primary consultations provided in private clinics in Moldova each year, from a total of 6.7 million. The sum consists of 1.2% of sum, with a total of 5,289 primary consultations from target market. We have 2 business models. First, for B2C segment, meaning fixed price for consultation, 400 lei, and second, for B2B segment, meaning percent from checkup packages provided by clinics. Here, you can see more details on our financial forecast for the next 3 years. We plan to start our sales in January 2022. We will start with 50 consultations per month. The number of consultations will gradually increase every month. So in June, we'll be able to pay our operational costs. Until June, only grants would be enough for us to launch this business. For the entire year, we'll be giving nearly 5.3K consultations. In 2023, we intend to double the number of consultations compared to the previous year. And in 2024, to launch on the Romanian market and provide 50K consultations. This will increase our sales almost 6 times. How do you plan to get the money, you ask? Well, the price of one consultation will be 400 lei. 250 lei will go to doctors and 150 lei is our commission. It stands for gross margin. At the moment, we have 2,074 visits on the website and 29 applications. That means a conversion rate of 1.4%. The customer acquisition cost is 253 lei and the lifetime value is 450 lei. Considering that according to NBS data, mothers go to the primary doctor 3 times a year, so the acquisition cost is less than the value that a customer can bring us. During the accelerator, we made the prototype of the product. We started collaboration with 10 doctors, and we have already managed to make 8 consultations. In the last quarter of 2021, we plan to finish the development of basic features needed for a functional website and business, including user registration, personal cabinets, video service, and payment. For 2022 is planned to integrate additional features, follow-up, document storage, and scoring. This will bring us 5.3K consultations. By 2023, the apps for Android and iOS will be developed. This will increase the number of consultations to 11.8K. In 2024, we want to launch our service in Romania and provide up to 50K consultations. In order to cover all the targets, we will use the following tools: Facebook SMM, conversion campaigns, and Google Search, SEO and paid, making live video streaming in our group Ask a Doctor, and collaboration with Facebook group Ask a Mom. Also, we plan to have collaborations with some influencers like Diana Ivanov and Comedy Zebra Show. Here you see our competitors, and we can make the comparison due to certain criteria such as price and functionality. I gladly introduce you our team. Me and Luana are in the medical field, Sorin digital marketing field, and also the advisory board. Sergei Tkachenko, IT solution field, Ion Petrovai, business and medical field, Ovidiu Tănase, marketing field, Gennady Kurishkin, medical field. Now, let me show you how our service works. First, you access the website HeroDoc.md. Next, you choose from 2 options, consult a specialist or primary consultation. We choose consult a specialist, and it's time to choose the specialty. I choose the neurologist pediatrician. Click on Consulta Medico and make an appointment. Next, you'll be notified by email and SMS that your book is successful. You'll get a link and a password to meet the doctor at the right time. When the time is up, you enter the link and start your online appointment with the doctor. For more information, feel free to contact us. Thank you for your attention and please ask your questions.
Thank you so much. 40 seconds left. I remember you have a video record. So if it's long or short, are you able to show it? Would you like?
No, we don't have a video.
Okay, just asking. Okay, so thank you so much for the presentation. It was great, perfect timing. So now we have 5-minute Q&A session. Of course, we will give a priority to our jury members to ask questions, but so actually everyone who wants to get to know more about the product can also ask. So please, what are your questions, dear jury members and dear attendees? I start the timer for 5 minutes.
I have a question. How can you have 8 consultations with 10 doctors? Usually it's the other way around.
8 consultations in 2 weeks we have had
per doctor, because you have 10 doctors and 8 consultations.
Oh no.
In general, total.
Total. We make a small promotion on Facebook group and social media marketing. The prices of doctors' consultation were indicated on the site. The patient filling the form were aware, but it would be necessary to pay, and only in the end of the consultation were very important, but it's not necessary.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not asking how you got there, but how can you have 10 doctors and 8 consultations for 10 doctors? Means that 2 doctors got no consultation. That's the number that I remember from the slide.
This is total.
Yes, 2 doctors didn't have some consultations.
Okay, so it's 8 doctors, 10 doctors potential.
10 doctors are registered on our platform, but
then you have to be specific. Then you have to be specific, because otherwise it's strange, you know. Două pai la trei măgari sounds like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, Mary. You want a question?
Yes, I have a question related to the connection point. You have mentioned in the end of the demo, let's say, that the patient will be connected to the doctor, but how? Who will give the link to the connection and how it will be notified?
The link will be automated.
Yes, link will
by
be...
which kind of platform?
Yes, but our platform.
Now we use Google Meet, yes. And we send it also by email or SMS.
That means that you have to be connected to those connections also as representatives of the platform?
No, we only invite doctor and patient, and that's all.
And you have to be in the link also as well?
Yes, we are in the link, but we don't access it.
Okay. Thank you, Alexandru.
Yeah, thank you for your interesting presentation. I want to ask about, do you plan any collaboration with insurance companies in future with your application?
Yes, why not? Yes, we'll think about it.
We discussed this option with Gennady Kurочkin. He also wants this thing, so we will try.
Yeah, it can be very, very interesting collaboration because some companies can be interested in this, especially in Europe. In Moldova, I'm not sure, but in Europe, I think so.
Thank you, Andrei.
Yes, I had a question regarding the budgets that you estimated. So it's really enough for you to develop what you have planned, and how you cover this gap, because 5K from this grant, it's is not such a high amount, and what you plan for where to take money for to implement the solution and to deploy it accordingly with your timeline and with your milestones.
Yes, you are right. 5K is for a basic functionality only. Our money will be attached from other investors or platforms like siblings or
Founding, yeah.
founding. Yes, yes.
Good. And second one, how you plan to launch it in Romania? So do you already have some I know something in your mind, or do you have any strategy already for that, or is too soon?
I think it is too soon. We want to launch in Moldova first. When Romania will think about it, we'll make an analysis of competition.
And the last question is related to the health checkups that you have mentioned in the previous slides. How you intend to include them, or how you intend to create these packages? Do you have already agreements with physical clinics in Moldova?
Not yet. We also intend to collaborate with some labs, check labs. We test with proper, and we are open for this collaboration. Need to only legal side to resolve it.
Okay, fair. Thank you.
Thank you. Jetta, last question.
Yeah, I was wondering, because you guys are modeling it as a B2C platform at this point, if I understand correctly, because the B2B is still in development. And then my question was, you can keep the slide that was just now. You have your consultation prices at 400 lei, and then your cost, so 250 you pay the doctor, and then you also mentioned that your customer acquisition cost is around 200 something lei. So then your margin, like, where's your profit, and when do you break even with this model?
Yes, we make a financial plan for this question. Let me show. We break even in June. Second.
But does your pricing include the marketing costs as well? Because I don't see it on the slide.
Yeah, on the slide it's not, but it's included on our financial plan. It's too more information to put in one slide.
Let me step in and maybe to help to answer to Jetta's question. How many consultation per year you expect one user will have?
CLTV. The solution is CLTV.
Yeah.
Yes, for
2022, we expect to have 5,000.
No, guys, one patient, one person, one customer, how many consultations per year in average one person have on the platform?
Yes.
Your estimation.
Yes, free.
According to national law.
Then LTV is not 400, but actually 1,200. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it for now. Thanks. Well,
thank you so much. So unfortunately we are out of time. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for being the first. It's always the hardest thing. So dear jury members, while the next presentation is starting, please go to the Excel file, find your page and make marks there. So not on the main one, but so specifically in your page. And I would like to welcome on our stage next team, Parkinson Diagnostic and Monitoring team. So I guess Mihai, you gonna present, or
Diana. Hello to everyone.
Please start sharing your screen and let me know when you're ready.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, we are ready.
Let's
Hello, We are Parkinson DM team. Our mission is to improve the quality of life of patients with Parkinson disease. Meet our hero. His name is Alex. Alex is 65 and has had Parkinson disease for 5 years. Parkinson is a progressive neurodegenerative disease primarily affecting voluntary controlled movement. Alex has been suffering from limb tremors for a long time, has difficulty holding things in his hand, does not sleep well, and feels tired all the time. So what problems does Alex face as a Parkinson patient? Alex has no control over the progression of his disease and does not know for sure if the medication he is taking is making him better or not, because monitoring and self-diagnosis of Parkinson patients is at low level in Moldova and Romania. In addition, Alex has to spend about 5 hours to get to a doctor and be examined, as he lives in the suburbs. These visits to the doctor not only take up his time, but are also costly. And the most painful thing for Alex is that his relatives do not want to spend time with him, as they lack the resources to look after Alex and monitor his condition. It is important to note that there are about 80,000 patients like Alex in Moldova and Romania, and according to statistics, this number will double by 2030. But we found a solution to help Alex and his relatives. We have created an app for self-testing and monitoring Parkinson's disease. The app includes both classic measurement tests and tests using artificial intelligence to predict the severity of symptoms and the progression of a disease. How will our app help Alex? Our hero will be able to use his mobile phone to self-diagnose and monitor his condition. If necessary, Alex will be able to share test results with his doctor and reduce his session from 5 hours to 30 minutes, and accordingly, it will be easier for relatives to understand the patient's condition and take proper care of him. The PDM app also has the potential to visualize disease evolution, to assess the effectiveness of treatment, and of course to track symptoms of Parkinson's disease. It is very easy to use. All you have to do is download it, take the test, and get the results. Being a mobile app that does not require hardware, its creation costs much less resources and can easily integrate devices already bought by the patient. The software records the patient's biometric data in an objective manner, and then the data can be reviewed chronologically, transmitted to the patient's attending physician or caregiver. Our target category is 3 segments, so the roles in our application will be divided in the same way. Patients, they will get the app for free. Relatives who pay for this app, they most often live at a distance and do not have the opportunity to follow patients, but they are concerned about the condition of them. And doctors who get the app for free, so that we can contact patients remotely and make their lives easier. So what is the size of a market in our area? In Europe itself, this market is worth 198 million euros. In Moldova and Romania, 19 million euros. And our goal is to reach 1.9 million euros in revenue within 2 years. As we have said, we have 2 plans for the business model: free version for the patients and doctors, and paid version for relatives. We ask 20 euros per month for a subscription. Our research confirms the fact that we are willing to pay for this app. Why now? First, these days, mobile devices are available to almost everyone. According to statistics, 75% of the world's population has a mobile phone. These devices are easy to buy and there are models at very low prices. And second, machine learning has become incredibly available for data processing and diagnosing in the medical sector. It is worth noting that ML is more accessible and cheaper to integrate into the system. According to WHO recommendations and the views of a neurologist we interviewed, there are a number of mandatory metrics for testing Parkinson patients. These are tremor test, voice test, medication diary, gait test, taping, and posture tests. All of these tests are very important in determining a person with Parkinson. And if you compare us with our competitors, we are the only one that does the full range of all the tests you need. Also, one of the common problems of our competitors is the single platform nature of a device. They are either only available on Android or iOS. We support both platforms. And not all of our competitors are present in Europe, which also allow us to be better than them. So how will we market ourselves? The best way to promote our app is, of course, Facebook and Google Ads. Many of our clients are in different parts of Europe, which is how we can more easily contact them. Distribution through neurologists and hospitals who will participate in clinical testing, And at the moment, the promotion of a product for specialized influencers on Instagram is no less productive. Our team is made up of highly qualified professionals, undoubtedly with IT specialists, a CTO of many existing projects, a neuroscientist doctor, a machine learning specialist, and a business developer. They are a complete team capable of implementing and developing this product. What have we done already? We have proved that the problem exists. We are now at MVP stage, and we are going to start clinical trials soon. In the future, accordingly, we will add a machine learning model and as an additional option, exercises to improve the life of patients and make it more easier. We have been helped with the development of this project by very cool and professional teams, for what we are very grateful. We will do everything we can to make this project help people with Parkinson and make their lives better. If you have any questions, we are ready to answer them.
Thanks so much. Thank you for the presentation. So still 1 minute left. And I think we can spend it on Q&A. Yes. So please, dear members, the floor is yours. Andrei, I see you want to start.
Yes, I have a question. How do you plan to increase adoption to the population above 60 years old? As they are not so keen with the technology and used to use the mobile phone. Maybe they use it for, I don't know, basic things, but using an app like this, it could be difficult. So
okay, it's not so hard. It's not so hard because I will show you some screens of our app, and you will understand that it's just simple test. We need to draw some drawing tests, so some spirals to draw, to make some steps, to whole pack test, to put some fingers on screen. This test all is provided by WHO recommendations, as I said. And first, we can study this with help from of this web. Sorry, we can study them with the help of their relatives. And if it will be a problem, we also can provide some hours from our team to teach them.
Mm-hmm. Good, thank you for the explanation. And the last question: how many users you need to enroll in order to reach the revenue target?
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yes.
So we need around 8,000. This is planning to engage in the next year, in the second year, and it's supposed to cover our spends. Because it's a subscription, it's incremental.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Also, I would want to add, because Parkinson has a very active society, especially on Facebook, so it's not too hard to reach them.
Okay, thank you, Jota. You're on mute.
Yeah, just unmuted myself. Well, my main question was also about the retention of the customer, because you have a pretty expensive subscription compared to your competitors. And then like there are a lot of mental health related applications even today that are addressing, well, functional people who install them, pay for them, and then after a few months they drop the use of it. And I think that was the first question Vasile was coming with. So that was sort of an overlap. So yeah, how do you, the test is fine, but how do you argument the price, the high price for the user? And how do you keep this going on, aside from just having the test being simple for the elderly people?
So we can explain our price according to, let's say, from one side is the development price, which we targeted 2 years to cover the spends. And second one is our interviews, where let's say, patients and relatives spend around 50 and $100 euros monthly for monitoring. So we think it's not a high price comparative with PKG care, which the minimum is $20, and each enrolling and the other things cost money. So other application disappointed the users. That's the feedback from the clients, because they have or just voice or tremor, and it's not it's a multifunctional testing.
Well, the fact that it disappointed the users is just means for improvement, because disappointment is a very vague assessment criteria. Okay, you make your customer subscribe and pay 20 euros per month, which saves them 80 euros, let's say. And the app has those tests, and what else does it have? Because because aside from the test and the assessment of the results, I'm really wondering for how long this customer of yours will be willing to pay 20 euros per month. How do you incentivize them to do repeat, to use it consistently and to stay with you for a month, for a year, or for 5 years?
Parkinson Decides will do this for us, because these patients need the monitoring and the permanent correction of the treatment. So we have a medication diary in the app where clients are able to monitor their treatment. We have some notification that it's time to get drugs. This statistic will go to the doctor, and these patients are engaged to go twice a year to the doctors.
Twice a year.
For a year. For all life.
Yeah.
So I can answer, I think, shortly. Do you hear me right?
Sure.
I mean, inevitably he must visit the doctor each 3 months, ideally, but it will be a lot easier by using this app. So no struggles.
Yeah. No, I understand that it would be easier, but I would go into modeling this user interaction loop a bit extra, I guess. But that's just my 5 cents, so you can completely do your own thing.
Okay, thank you, Jada. Ivan, last question.
Yes, of course. I would like to know a few numbers. How many, if I understand correctly, you are focusing for the patient relatives to pay, not necessarily the patients, because you want the patients to have a better life, so it will be the relative to pay. And it will be a benefit in front of the doctor, because the doctor will spend less time. The doctor and the patient will spend less time in the evaluation. My question would be, with how many patient relatives did you spoke until now? And with how many doctors? And what would the doctors need in order to accept this reduction of testing? Because currently the doctors are very confident in the things that they know. It takes a lot of time because they are confident. And this is delivering for them the best results. So it's a little bit larger question, but I think that's important in terms of understanding why everybody would choose the track, to connect with what Jetta said earlier. Why would they stay on track with you?
Alex, could you answer, please?
Yeah, I think I can answer the medical part. Usually testing a patient with Parkinson's is very tedious and takes a lot of time. Sometimes half an hour, and sometimes even for unexperienced doctors, it can take up to 2 hours just to test some motor skills. And it's very like subjectively, I don't know how to say it. Each doctor has different testing. So this is always was a problem in testing patients with Parkinson's disease. And I think that with this app that doctors can use to facilitate their work, it will be like a universal tool that you can monitor, you can diagnose and see how the treatment goes. And I think that doctors from other countries will see that there's like a standardized test to do it without having like personal factors. Like for example, in the test you have moving your hand. So some doctors may think, oh, he's moving too slow. For the other doctor, it's too fast. So, but the app will use like, it will be trained and will use this always the same metrics. And I think doctors will like it.
I would like to add, we presented this solution to this supposed solution to doctors, and they give us a hot feedback that it's okay, and we need such a thing here.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that part. So I'm part of the specialists in Parkinson's disease, and I talked with all the professors in our country that are in a big meeting, like 50, 60 doctors and specialists in Parkinson's disease, and they are all positive. And but this is inevitably the future. You just can't go like testing each patient and just lose time, and I don't know. They just like.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your answers. Unfortunately, we are out of time. So I would like to apologize. We will spend more than 1 hour, so 1 hour and a half. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you for questions and answers. I would like to invite the third team. I hope everyone is correctly Baby MeDi. So Vasily, if you're here, please prepare the screen. And in the Maricela, you are going to present, yes? Okay. So in the meantime, I would like to ask our jury member, Alexandru, if you have an access to the Excel file, because I don't see marks from your side. Okay, so let's not waste time then. I hope that Alexandru will find the link. So Maricela, if you are ready, let me know and we can start. You have your own 7 minutes.
Hello, everyone. MeDi team is greeting you because the children are our future, and it is very important to grow them in a safe condition with careful and calm parents. Near them, we present our device, Baby MeDi, for keeping your child safe. And our mission is to inspire hope and contribute to the health and the well-being of parents and their kids by providing the best care through medicine and modern technology. So the problem we encountered is that 83% of mothers, at least in Moldova, are constantly stressed about their children's health when they have children between 0 and 3 years old and have fever. We interviewed 400 mothers and they shared the statistics. So that's the situation. 80% of the moms are stressed because of thermometers that they don't show the exact temperature. Other 51 cannot rest because they have to measure the children's temperature so that it doesn't get up. 47% from moms say that measuring the temperature creates discomfort for their kids. And the last 64% of them, even the children has a fever, moms are afraid to call the ambulance because the moms don't want to be hospitalized. And this is more pronounced now because of the pandemic situation when the child cannot be examined by the doctor or at the polyclinics or home as a result of assumption of COVID infection, and the kid is taken to hospital for examination. And our solution. Our solution. Pretty relevant, a simple way of tracking baby's temperature and other vital signs like heart rate, oxygen level, and hydration. We have a very high precision device that is connected to the child with the help of the patch or silicone bracelet, and it helps monitor 24/7 children's health sign. So you have here baby with the patch on him with our device. All of the data is transferred to the mobile application, and the mother where she can constantly monitor and be aware of the child health. And if something is wrong with the child temperature or vital sign, the mother is alerted on the spot through the mobile application, and she can take immediate action, knowing something needs to be done with the child. Also, the application includes colored coded algorithm and the medical protocol that will recommend moms that what to do in case of child fever rising up. All the solution took into consideration the mom's interviewing general request. All the information about the vital sign of the children will be automatically saved in the app of the mother, and the mother could share this information with her doctor. At the moment, we have a prototype with the size of 3.2 centimeters and a weight of less than 20 grams. That shows the temperature and the oxygen level that is connected to the app. Our TAM consists from 13 million mothers with kids between 0 and 3 years from OEM. Our sum is consists from 1.2 million mother users from Moldova and Romania, and our sum is 60% from the mothers with kids between 0 and 3 years, and we have here 756,000 users from Moldova and Romania. Why Baby MeDi? Baby MeDi gives a complex and exact solution for monitoring and consulting the child's vital sign in outpatient condition, especially now when we have a pandemic situation. Our business model, we will sell the hardware sensors to clients. Our clients are mothers that have children with age between 0 and 3 years. And we will sell this device to marketplace, to markets and the pharmacies. We will have 3 packages here. The first package is basic, that will measure only temperature. The second package is standard, and he will measure the temperature, oxygen rate, and oxygen level and heart rate. And the third one has the same like standard plus hydration and respiration. Like you see, we have competitors, and not one but more. Our advantage is that we have a complex device with 3 sensors, and our price is less than others, and we have medical protocol and guidance. How we'll go to market? We'll go to market through multi-channel marketing, through direct outreach to hospitals, doctors, and pharmacy, through social media, and through promoting on App Store. What we done till now, what we did till now, we have our proof of concept, problem solution fit, and early prototype, a device that is connected to the app. In progress, we are working on our partnership. We established a partnership with University of Medicine from Moldova. Now we are working on our roles and how we'll work together. We established a partnership with hospital Ignatenko from Chisinau, where we will make our medical trail. So we are here today. Our next steps in Q4 from 2021 and Q1 from 2020, we expect to have a ready device. In Q2 and 3, we want to do our clinical study, and in the end to have it performed. And in Q4 from 2020, we expect that we will have 1,000 Baby MeDi sold. and meet our team. Mihai has a background of health tech, and here in project he designed the flow diagram based on medical protocol. Vasile, he is a senior software engineer, and he has more than 15 years in IT, and in project he is responsible with app and device development, and me, Maricela, a sociologist and project manager. For finishing our device, we are looking for 325,000 euros, and here we will include clinical trial phase 1 and 2 too. For Q1, Q2 from 2021, for finishing our device and medical trial phase 1, we need 72,000 euros, and in Q3, Q4 from 2022 for developing our device, and for second stage of clinical trial we need 250,000 euros. So thank you very much for your attention, and let's keep our kids safe.
Thank you, Maricela. Thank you for the presentation. So now it's time for the questions. Yes, Andrei, please.
Yes, thank you. Great presentation, Marcela. First question, this product, it's available only for mothers?
No, it was a question from the beginning for us too, but we noticed that father said, when my kid is ill, please go to the mother.
Okay, I understand. No,
we interviewed fathers too.
Okay, I understand. So fathers can buy also baby
we are
MeDi.
open.
Then the second one, where you produce the devices in?
The device, I think Vasya can answer better this question. Vasya, do you want to answer?
Yeah, we design it in Moldova and assemble it in China, if I can say it shortly.
Okay, and you comply with the regulations from the Republic of Moldova in terms of standards and all this stuff, because it's a baby product, so it need to have some certain certificates for baby skins and all this stuff. So do you have already got the approvals or the standards? You'll have any?
This is what Maricela have shown in the traction line. It is ahead of us, and it will happen in the first half of the next year. So the clinical trial is to test the device safety and everything else.
Okay, but you didn't consider first to comply with some regulations or some I don't know, policies in this perspective?
Yes, we consider it. We had a link from one of our mentors to, and there is a website that has a survey, and by answering the questions, we know that our device is a medical device class 2B. If we want to get a CE certification.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. These were my questions. Great job. Great job on that.
Thank you, Andrei. Jetta?
Well, yeah, my question was also in the regulatory aspect of it, because you're clearly, you did mention that you are starting on the Moldavian market, and Moldova is outside of the EU, while Romania is, and you mentioned that that's your second targeted location. And in terms of regulatory, Moldova is outside the EU, Romania is the EU. So for Romania, you definitely need the medical device CE marking. And that's a process, and that's expensive. So I wanted to have it a bit more clear, because it doesn't seem like, well, given my experience, and maybe, and I don't want to project, but I'm also in the baby monitoring, health monitoring business. So it's really not that simple to get the CE within 3 months like you have projected it. So I'm not exactly sure about your timelines here. Also, in your competitor slide, there was mention of the outlet, and you said they didn't have alarms. They do have alarms, but they were allowed to put the alarm in only after they got FDA certified. And that was a few good years after they've been out on the market. So
they are not FDA certified. They have problems with that now.
well, then they had to remove they did have it. So I didn't track that story, but they have been on the market for a pretty long time, and they have a pretty solid model, and they have a solid customer base, and still they have trouble putting alarms in. And it's not because they don't want to. How do you know that you will be able to put the alarms in?
Clinical study performed will be at the end of next year, not in 3 months, like you see here. And we spoke with a person from University of Medicine, and they said us about this information. They said that they can do this clinical study in such a time period.
You can have the study done and get the CE immediately right after, at the end of next year.
We didn't show it yet because it will be not in 2022, but later, after the clinical study.
Okay, so I got that.
And I would like to add that Donald Gropa will help us to go through this the approval in our country. They work on it because we have some problems right now, but they are working, and we hope we can get this allow to sell here.
And you think the Moldavian market, consumer market, has the capacity to take in your product at this pricing?
After interviews, we figure out that moms are ready to pay, and paying up to 1,000 lei to pay a good thermometer.
Okay.
And we already have 281 moms that are waiting for this thermometer.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we are out of time. Just thank you. Ion, last question.
Last question. You mentioned you want to sell to the hospitals at one point in the slide.
Why I said this? Because we have a partnership with the hospital in Latenko, and they said they will promote this too. And
yeah, but it's a more like a partnership, because they would have their own thermometers, quite medical and highly calibrated. If you can match that, that's a different story. But hospital would be probably a partner for you more than just a customer. It was mentioned you want to sell to hospitals, so
yes.
Okay.
They will help us.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. So I will try to. So thank you for our presentation. Now we have the presentation from Sergey Mangul, and in the meantime, I will try to get our jury members to the separate room. Just give me a couple
If
of
I
minutes.
may to introduce Sergey Mangul.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Because Sergey, you are with us. Do you have time?
Yep.
At least 5 minutes, please.
Yeah, I will have 10 minutes.
Yes. Dear audience, I'm gladly to present Sergey Mangul. Is professor from University of from California, which will help us. It's expert that will have a course for medical university teachers, and not only related to bioinformatics. This is part of the program, HealthTech program, which we are managing with medical university, which have even the hackathon related to HealthTech hackathon that you have been part of, and then the accelerator program with 3 of finalists, all of you. startups that are here already, and I will request from Sergey to describe a bit this course and how will be the value of this input in our ecosystem, HealthTech ecosystem.
Yep. Yeah, thank you, Maria. So yeah, that's my great honor to actually launch the course and be here. So, and then that's especially kind of appealing to me as I graduated from Moldova. I got my bachelor in applied mathematics, and I did quite a journey from applied mathematics all the way to bioinformatics. So I would like to get back to my country in that sense. So, and then the idea is actually to empower at this point, I think wide scientific community, but not only like students, with the newest techniques in basically what is called computational medicine, and then bioinformatics is part of that. So I think you might recognize that the medicine is transforming, and I think what have been presented today is really cool. So I think that's a part of that transformation where basically the digital technologies and IT are coming to the medicine. So what we do, like, it's slightly different. So we work with the genomics, which is essentially your DNA, and we try to look at that and see how that is informative to predict the disease, the risk of diseases, and actually get insights of the mechanism of certain biological processes. So, and the challenge there, that is actually quite a combination of computer science and medicine and the biology. So in the course we are launching, it's called Bioinformatics and Computational Bioinformatics and Biomedical Data Science. So we would like to provide essentials for the students and the faculties with no computational background at all, being able to analyze genomics data. And the way we will do it, we will teach the state-of-the-art approaches, including Python-based data analysis and visualization techniques, and so that will be part of the course, as well as basics of some bioinformatics tools. So basically, how to download genomics data, how to analyze that, how to interpret that, and that will be using Unix or Linux-based and high-performance computing, because the data is quite large and requires a lot of computation. So unfortunately, you cannot do it on your laptop. Rather, you're required to have like a lot of computational power. So high-performance computing can allow you that. And besides that, there is some knowledge. We'll explain kind of the basics of genomics. You know, like what is DNA. What we'll talk about RNA sequencing, like what is the human transcriptome, what are the isoform transcript genes, splicing, and so on. So that's kind of goes in combination. You know, like I think the beauty of this domain is actually like you're spanning the expertise, you're spanning the knowledge between computational, where you need to utilize computational tools, and kind of like the essence of biology and the medicine. And on that note. So we hope to make the course really accessible. So we already recruited, it was like an open call. So we have 25 excellent candidates. 25 accepted participants who will be part of the course. And we will really start with the zero background. So we'll really assume no background whatsoever about genomics, or no background in data science. And we will start from the very beginning. And then that will be a course. So it will be next week, actually. I'm flying. I'm coming next week, and then it will be from Tuesday to Friday, like 4 days, very intensive workshop, which will follow up by Zoom component. And after that, the students or the participants will acquire enough knowledge to participate in real research projects, which are happening in my laboratory, as well as like our collaborators. So, and I think that's a first step, kind of to give you the big vision. I think that's the first step to transform science, as it's done in Moldova. And then I'm again really excited about that. And I would really argue that that's a very suitable domain, because it doesn't require building any new infrastructure. So like in contrast to kind of traditional biomedical research, where basically you need to have quite a bit of equipment being located in the wet lab, which is still kind of challenging for Moldova because it's a big financial burden. So instead, bioinformatics does not require that. So you can do, in my opinion at least, you can do as important biomedical discoveries as you would do in the wet lab settings, but with no equipment. So you can take the data, analyze the data, come up with the right questions, be able to write. So I think all those components will be trying to fill in and perhaps open computational medicine direction in Moldova. And that will be essentially collaboration between people with computer science background and people with more like biology and medicine background. So we're really excited about that. And yeah, we hope that to be success. So we want to kind of like elevate science in Moldova, at least in one domain, to the world level. And then eventually open maybe the graduate school, the graduate program, like a PhD, which is basically will be on the world level. So that's basically the first step in that direction. And I'm really grateful for the support TechWheel is providing, and that's really exciting. So if you guys have any questions, I'm happy kind of to clarify on something or engage in some conversation.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question as well. May I ask, Mary? Is it okay?
Sure, sure. I just wanted to let you know, guys, that you have like twice, I think, the opportunity to approach Sergey. But yeah, I'll see
Okay,
about
then
that later.
Maybe later. Yeah.
No, go ahead, Nikolai.
Yeah. Okay. So you were mentioning some computational tools. You mean like machine learning tools, or is it something like trying to solve differential equations using some discretization methods and something like that?
Yeah, I mean, machine learning eventually. I mean, I don't envision, just because the people who are coming to the course, they lack computational background. So that will be very challenging for them to learn machine learning, but eventually, yes. But now we are talking about something much simpler, like something like loading the files and working, let's say, with the tabular data, right? Like a simple CSV file of million lines, how you handle that. And the same with genomics. So something extremely simple. So basically the idea is we would rather teach people something simple, but they can get that rather than to overwhelm them. So, but that's a good point. I think we eventually will get to machine learning.
Yeah, okay, I see, thank you.
For example, for those who are more experienced on data science, data analytics, this is not so suitable because this is not such an advanced. Yes, Sergey? It's more for from medical field to understand how data works.
Yes and no. So part of the course, yes, might be redundant for the people who are aware of data science and have the skills. However, we will also cover the genomics and then the sequencing technology, which will be very new actually to the both people from computational background as well as the people from the, let's say, medical school. So in that sense, I think bioinformatics is just like so wide that, you know, like there is room to learn for the both kind of like backgrounds. So yeah, so like if people have strong computational background, is still desirable, the course, because we'll cover like genetics and genomics and then sequencing technology and things like that, which might be useful if you would like to pursue research in bioinformatics.
Any other questions? Hi.
Not a question, but it's something like I missed when I was a student at university.
Okay, great. Yeah, hope we will fill that gap.
I know that Sergey have to run another meeting, but if you have time for a last question, it's how can be useful those people who will finish the course, how they can be approached on the market, useful on other fields, and how they can be involved in something else.
No, I think it's like, so the idea is that they will get desirable skills, which are very competitive, let's say, in the field of biomedical data science, and then I think it's and worldwide there is many jobs like in biomedical data science, and relatively to Moldova, I think it's a great skills to have to like think about the startup ideas, you know, like there is a data around, like electronic health records will happen in Moldova at some point, or happening at some scale already. and mining the data and basically predicting like the generating any sort of like predictive scores for various diseases. So those skills will be essential. And another component is actually biotechnology and sequencing. And let's say COVID is around still. So, and then other pandemics, perhaps not, but might happen. And using sequencing, which is actually happening already on unprecedented scale. So like the reason we know about Delta variant, because sequencing is advanced and we have sequenced the viral genomes. If we would not have the sequence, we would be not aware of that. So in that sense, there is a big room to design tests for various infection diseases and various infections using sequencing, but that will require bioinformatics analysis. So I think that those are desirable skills to pursue those directions and perhaps come up with some cool biotechnological startups to test various diseases, but as well as infection diseases and things like that.
Thank you very much. And here I just want to mention.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Why we are proud of this program, not only because this is a thing that we wanted to add on the market for a long time ago, but from the reason that when we launched the call related to health tech expert, like doing this program, we really launched on the globally, let's say, and we have experts from all around the world. And here we are proud that Sergey is one of the one that was chosen because also he is from Moldova, also know some background from here, and really have amazing expertise related to this topic. And other thing that as example, as is tracking experts, trackers, you startups already know this term. This is like new thing, new job opportunity even on the market. In this case, it's the same with these experts that will go through this program. We'll see how it will work, but stay tuned. We'll see how you can approach also and be in touch with those experts from the program. And let's see if our colleagues, our jury members are back. Evgeny?
Yes.
The mic to you.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay.
Thank you everyone. Thank you that you are still here. So we are ready to announce our position on the on the evaluation landscape. So I would like to start by Yvonne to open this session to give some feedback to all startups.
Yes. Thank you very much, Evgeny, for the introduction. It's I have a good news and a bad news. The bad news, I don't have the prizes, but the good news is that I have seen these teams since the hackathon, work with them, and I was pretty impressed by the progress during the last month. So they listened, and we had our fights, I would say, and we had a discussion. But I have seen some projects that grew significantly. Of course, this is a competition. But once again, I would like to remind to the winner and to the runner-ups that Justin Bieber in the contest on his city, he got the second place. And nobody knows who was on the first place, so there is always an extra chance if you decide to take it. And here we are to help you to take it. And I will just remind you that, okay, one of here it's EIT Health. EIT Health is it's providing opportunities for startups, and they will come in January. And we'll kindly invite you to check the opportunities. This is the catalog from this year, but the new one will be released end of December, beginning of January. Reach out to me, reach out to EIT Health, willing to help you because you all deserve a prize and you all deserve to move forward. But at the end, and in this current competition, there is a ranking and there is a prize. But there is always more beyond this competition. And the challenge of this is that usually this kind of opportunities come disguised as work. But you can work because you did work from the hackathon until now, and you seem motivated to continue. So thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the work you did. Thank you for the sessions, because you taught me things as much as I try to teach you things, and looking forward to meet you at the next round of funding. Thank you very much. All the best to everybody. Thank you, Evgeny.
Thank you. Thank you, On. Okay, so, and Mary, just a quick question. You mean right now or after announcement of all positions? Sorry, I can't hear you.
After.
After. Okay, great. Thank you. So it was technical questions. So, and I would like then to invite Jetta to announce the third place of our today contest. Jetta, please. You're still muted.
No, I'm not. Yeah. Well, first of all, congratulations everyone for coming this long way, because you've all put in months of work there. And yeah, it's quite impressive, the work you did so far. There's definitely, a startup is always a work in progress, so there's definitely more research and more experimenting to be done with everyone, which is actually not bad, because that leads to better defining what you're doing and a better market entry point once you reach that level of development. And with that being said, I'm here to announce the third place in the competition. And I'm really excited to tell that it's Baby MeDi. And you guys, I've been in touch with you over the past few months, probably more than with everyone else. And you can clearly see progress and ambition. And keep going. There is market for you. There's possibilities and opportunities. And there's also a lot of points to work with, because a wearable in health, that's a lot of work. And that takes time and effort, and you are doing it. That being said, you don't probably get the main prize, but I am here if you have questions, and we can always be in touch. So I can give you a little bit of a prize of my time as a consolation for getting in third place. But there are no losers here, really.
Thank you. Thank you, Jetta. I believe it's a great prize, considering that so you went through this path which guys are planning to go through. Yeah. So it's very valuable to that you will share your experience and to give them, and that you will give them some tips where not to.
Or refining strategies, because there's more than one. Just whistle.
Yeah, that's a great prize, I believe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support and for the announcement. And I would like to move forward and to invite to invite to announce our second place, Alexandru Călățanu, representative of Medical University of Moldova. Alexandru, if you can.
Yes.
Mic. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Kenny. Yeah, it's also for me a great pleasure to participate, and I want to encourage all participants. And I forgot to mention earlier that I have some contacts with participants from the first phase, with some teams which participated at the first stage of the project, and some of them successful. They developed, all of you probably all these 10 teams, and one of them is a medical platform. They developed a platform which is now successful in the Republic of Moldova, and next week also I will organize one conference dedicated to the World Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Day in Moldova. But I want to congratulate with the second place, a very interesting also startup dedicated to the neurological condition, Parkinson DM. It's a very complex startup, and I think it will have a big future, not only in our country, but Parkinson disease It's a big problem of the global health at the worldwide level. And I want to congratulate Parkinson DMT mentor and mentors and everybody which participated in this project. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the announcement. And we are close to announce the winner. And to do that, I would like to invite our colleagues from Sanopas, who was one of the sponsors of the whole initiative. A video, if you can take the mic.
Thank you, and hello all. First of all, I have to congratulate all the teams for their effort, and I have to say as a piece of advice that the startup life is not easy. There will be a lot of trial and error, but keep up the good work. Even though there is only one winner, I'm telling all the teams to keep up the good work and to continue to invest time and passion in their project. I don't know if you are nervous or not, waiting for the big announcement, but I will go straight to the line, and the winner is HeroDoc.
Hey, congrats, guys!
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much. We forgot about sound effects. Sorry for that. Thank you for announcement. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your presentations. Thank you for your hard work over this 3 or 4 months. Thank you to all our jury members, mentors, and special thanks go to our startup trackers who also went last 12 weeks with all our startups, helping them to go through ups and downs. And I would like to give a word, to give a mic to close an event to Anna Kirica, Strategic Projects Director at Moldova Association of ICT.
I was asking Mary not to give me the word, but she was insisting, first of all, to thank all the partners who believe in or believed in this program. Apparently all your efforts are extremely important and valuable as mentorship and as interaction with the startups, and we always do things that lead to partnerships. Therefore we try to trigger things, but then we don't do it alone. We need others who are stronger or strong enough or experienced or just willing to change things to be there with us. So thank you a lot. You all demonstrated as startups that yes, we can, and yes, you can, and amazing job, amazing feedback, amazing everything. I wish we were here in person to applaud and to and to see each other. Hopefully one time this will come. Thank you a lot, and thank you, Mary and Evgeny, for all your dedication all the time. You are all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this speech. And yeah, we are in perfect timing, so 1 hour and a half. So, and we are ready to close. Thank you to everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you again to all our partners, mentors, trackers, and especially startups. I hope to see your progress. And when you become unicorns, don't forget to reinvest back to the community. So,
all the best. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
HeroDoc,
Bye.
please wait details about the prize by mail, and stay tuned. We will come with all information related to the prize.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Mary. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.